Speaking about a person who has Bitachon in the Rufim, in the doctors, and he has lack of Bitachon in Hashem. We said King Asa, he remained neche, he remained crippled his whole life, because instead of asking the Navi, he asked for doctors, and therefore Hashem punished him for this lack of Bitachon in Hashem exclusively. A person should have a Bitachon in Hashem, trust in Hashem exclusively, not trusting anybody else. The Rofeh is a Shaliach, that's it. He's a messenger. My Yeshua, my salvation, it's from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Now, you have to understand that in the times of the of Chazal, in the times of the Torah, the Gemara, the Nevi'im, right? People wouldn't go to doctors. People used to go to the Navi, go to the prophet. The prophet would ask Hashem, or they would have Ruach HaKodesh. They would be able to see what's going on spiritually and tell you, like the Arizal, right? You see your forehead, you did this sin, you need to do teshuvah, it's going to go away, right? That's like some people go to big rabbis today. Oh, you need to read Parshat Aman, you need to read Sefer Dvarim, you need to read Nishma Kol Chai for 2 weeks. That's it. It's gonna go away, everything by itself, right? Rav Chaim Kanievsky, I love Hashem, he used to say to people, if you have Even Baklayot, you have a kidney stone, learn Even Ezer. Go learn the laws of the supporting stone, which is the laws of marriage, right? If you have a problem with the leg, learn Ketzad Regel, second parak of Baba Kama, right? The laws of an animal's leg damaging. Go learn that chapter, and that'll heal your leg. Is that the Torah, that part of Torah corresponds to your ailment. But people used to do this. They used to go to the Navi, and they would trust in the prophet and not in the doctors. But the Ramban says that the Torah acknowledges that people who are not on this level will seek medical treatment when ill. If we're not on that level to go to a rabbi and have a munah like that, to go to a prophet, so then you'll be allowed to go to doctors, because you don't have that level of munah. You would have to do more ishtadlut. He said the more emunah you have, the less ishtadlut you have to do. The less emunah you have, the more ishtadlut you have to do. He says, how do we know that you're allowed to go to a doctor? Maybe you're not allowed to go to a doctor. Maybe when somebody's sick, you just have to be sick until Hashem heals you by himself. That's why it says, Shifto ite verapo yirapeh. It says when a guy smacks the other guy, right, and he goes into bed and he can't move, he's injured, so you have to pay 5 payments. And one of the payments is you have to pay for his healing, doctor bills. Like Maran says, the Sechet Baba Kama, from here we learn that the Rofeh has a permission to heal. What does it mean, permission to heal? Because you would think maybe don't heal, let Hashem take care of it. Don't get involved. No, you're allowed to get involved, and you're allowed to do ishtadlut as a doctor to heal a person. But the Torah had to give us permission. You would think you wouldn't be able to. There's a nice story with the guy who came to the Rebbe. He said, Rebbe, I have a very big sickness. The local doctors cannot heal me. I don't know where to go. He said, oh, I know the best doctor. He said, where? He says, oh, this is basically Chovot Halevavot. It's a very far place. He says, Rabbi, I don't have so much money. I don't have so much time. Don't worry, go. He goes, he borrows some money. He takes the train one way. He gets all the way there. He's exhausted, a long day to get there. Finally, he goes to the shul. He says, I heard there's a big Reife, big doctor over here. And he said, yeah, of course. He says, where is he? He says, oh, go here, go directions. He goes, he follows the directions of the way. He sees a huge field. He says, what do you mean? Everybody tricked me. What is this? I traveled the whole day. The Rebbe says a big doctor. I asked everybody, all the Jews in shul, they sent me to this field. What is this? And he sees other Jews coming to this field with their books. They sit on a chair, and they're speaking to Hashem, doing his boridut. And then he realized what the rabbi was saying. This is a big doctor over here. Right? This is a very big doctor. He says, I was looking for doctors. The rabbi was telling me you're forgetting to look for Hashem. So he says that that's how people used to be. He says, however, that's only for the people in the highest level of Bitachon. Nowadays, a sick person is obligated to consult a competent physician and follow his advice. To do otherwise violates the principle one may not rely on a miracle. A person today could say, no, I have emunah. I'm not going to doctors. I don't follow doctors at all. I don't go. Hashem will heal me. I want Hashem to heal me. So if you were on a high level bitachon and like the level those people used to go to the Navi, the prophet, you're right. So Hashem could heal you himself. But today, most people are not on that level. Today, if a person's sick and he doesn't get any better for a few days already, you should go to the doctor. That's part of Ishtadlut, to go to the doctor. But even when you go to the doctor, you have to remember he's a shaliach. He's not the end of it all. He's not the source of the healing. He's just a messenger. He says, Chovot Halevavot, מן ידוע כי מי שימנה מבני אדם שני ממונים או יותר לעשות דבר, מן יהיו מופסר. You know, it's a well-known rule in life. 2 chefs in the kitchen, the food is not good, right?
Machloket,
right? Machloket. So when it comes to your healing, right? Who's the chef? Who's supposed to be the chef? Hashem. When you make the doctor the chef also, what happens? 2 chefs in the kitchen, you're not going to get healed. So he says that make Hashem in charge of the task. Don't give the power and the responsibility to the doctor. Give everything to Hashem. Kol sheken, how much more so? Mi shebatach Elokim v'zulato sheyiseter bitachon. How much more so when you place your trust in Hashem and you trust also in the doctor, so that your trust will be disappointed. And a partial reliance on somebody else will be the strongest reason why you'll be deprived about the matter that you trusted Hashem. Hashem will withdraw His hashgacha pratit in the person, because instead of being supported by Hashem's infinite power, Hashem says, you're worried and you trust Him? Okay, so let Him take care of you. But he's going to get stuck from the laws of nature. When he goes against the laws of nature, he's going to get stuck. You need me to go above the laws of nature, but that means you have to trust only me. If you make him in charge, if he drives the car, he's the one in charge, so he's going to get stuck. He doesn't know how to go above and beyond like I do. So therefore, a person should trust only in Hashem. As it says, Arur gever aishe iftah ba'adam v'sam basar zro'o umin Hashem yasur libo. In Yirmiyah it says, cursed is the man who trusts in people and makes flesh and blood his strength and turns his heart away from Hashem. So we got to be careful not to fall into this trap. As when you're relying on another person, you can't rely too much. As there's a saying, if you want to be disappointed, let somebody else do the job. But if you want to be happy, let Hashem do the job. Baruch Adonai Olam. Amen.